Good morning. This is Coffee and Quail with Verna at Vase Place. And it doesn't seem like anybody's here yet this morning. But I do have another video that I can show while we're waiting. If I can find it in my garden. Here's my garden. And as you can see, I got a tomato on a tomato plant. This is snap peas, aguilera, strawberry. See the back end here? More strawberry. I don't remember what I was planted in that. More aguilera, eggplant, cucumbers. Now, more strawberries, lemongrass. And something's killing those. More peas. And I got a cucumber in with a pea plant. More eggplant. Some yarrow. More peas. And nasturtiums. And more nasturtiums. And nasturtiums. I think that's aguilera. Peas, yarrow, and purplish cucumbers. I think, yeah, purplish supremes. And there's all the yarrow I got from Katrina. Then over here is my lemon balm. Swiss chard I've been harvesting for the quail mostly. And the collard greens. Collard greens and the garlic. So that's how we started out the morning. I have my coffee already. And later today, I have to separate my quail. I have the white ones I have to net sex, get rid of the extra boys. And I think because I was live last night and I forgot to set my stream up, that's why I'm so little today. But we'll hang around here and see if anybody else is showing up. Good morning, Yude and Nikki. Did you guys get a chance to see my garden? Good morning, Buster. Oh, you got to butcher those 50 quail today. Now, I don't know if you guys seen it, but I'll present it once again on my garden. Here's my garden, and as you can see, I got a tomato on a tomato plant. This is snap peas, aguilera, strawberry. See the back end here? More strawberry. I don't remember what I planted in that. More aguilera, eggplant, cucumbers. Now, more strawberries, lemongrass. And something's killing those. More peas. And I got a cucumber in with a pea plant. More eggplant. Some yarrow. More peas. And nasturtiums. And more nasturtiums. And nasturtiums. I think that's aguilera. Peas, yarrow, and purplish cucumbers. I think, yeah, purplish supremes. And there's all the yarrow I got from Katrina. Then over here is my lemon balm. Swiss chard I've been harvesting for the quail mostly. And the collard greens. Collard greens and the garlic. So, can you guys hear me all right? Buster says, I've been getting yellow squash for about a week. Yeah, but you're in a warmer zone than I am, Buster. And thank you. Hold on, I gotta see what Lucy's up to. Go potty. Go on. Lucy can't decide what she wants to do today. Matt, would you like to come up here? Or anybody else that wants to come up here? How many males do you have to call today? I'm not calling males today. It's Buster that's doing the calling. He's got 50 birds. I have to vent sex. Matt says he's got to get presentable. I guess he's got to wash his face and comb his hair. Yeah, Buster has a lot to do. 50, yeah. So Matt, go get presentable and hop on. Because I'm still here, you guys, even though you can't see me. Because children don't need to see me smoking. And Lucy's being ornery today. She wants me to walk with her, and right now I'm scheduled to be live. For lately, she won't let me out of her sight, which has become a little bit of a problem. How many here are going to QuailCon this year? Well, it's great, Buster. Your nephew's going to help you because that's a lot of birds for one person to do. I think the most I've done at one time is a dozen. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry you can't make it yet this year. Aaron, you're going to QuailCon. Why don't you click on my link and come on up? Nikki, would you like to come up and be a guest? Because I know you go to all of them. Oh, I see, Aaron. Now I see why you don't want to come up. Today's a birthday party, or what kind of party, Aaron? Yeah, see, why isn't my phone working? Did it get too cold? I forgot to text which doctor to remind her about this morning. Oh, Father's Day barbecue at my house. Everyone is invited. Yeah, and tomorrow is Father's Day. So happy Father's Day, Aaron, and all the other fathers that'll see this. Well, do you want to get up on the screen, Matt, and talk to us a little bit today? I have to remind Melanie, yesterday we had three um I'll just put it brats came in. They came online. They came up and then they ended up getting booted from the situation. But I answered their questions and they gave me heck about raising quail in my apartment, etc. You guys should see about the 2 hour mark is when it started last night. Well, thank you, Buster. I handle it like I usually handle my life. First thing you try to do is you try to educate. And then when they start pulling dirty tricks, you just get rid of them. Well, thank you, Matt. And your moderator wants you to text her. But I thought it was very kind of entertaining. She'll help anybody try to grow their channel, But that's the first time that I've had troublemakers, but that was okay. CDB says, Morning, Verna. I have an awful toothache. Need Matt to give me some toothache plant. I have to go for now. I hope that works well on you. Because Matt's got some good plants for toothache. So, Vicky, what are you up to? Oh, wait a minute, that wasn't Vicky, that was Nikki. So, what are you up to this morning? And what you could always do is you could always plan for next year. You start now to make arrangements for next year. Matt's got a plant that is really good for toothaches. When I had teeth, I used to use clove and because I didn't have that. They're like a bachelor button plant. See if I got the seeds up here still. No, I think I might have planted them. Let me see. Yeah, I think I already planted those. Good morning, Andy. I think it's just not a lot yet doing my rounds. I have one quail that lays a morning egg. Because when I went to pick up last night's eggs, one of them was warm, so that means she had just laid it. So she lays it about 8 o'clock in the morning. Most of the others don't lay until after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So is there any questions that anybody has for me this morning? And don't forget, if whether you're coming to QuailCon or not, now's the time to get your QuailCon t-shirts. Andy says she's just doing some roundup. Also, just slipped off the stepping stone into a big puddle of mud with her flip flops on. Andy has a question for me. Okay, Andy, what's your question? Hello, Matt.
Hello, hey Verna, hey everyone.
Now you can question Matt and I both.
Yeah, ask away. It's very noisy out here. I don't know if everyone can hear all the stuff behind me. I have my little mic to hopefully cancel background, but there's a
Oh,
lot
we
going
just,
on.
all we hear is a little chirping.
Oh, okay. There's a bunch of people out here yelling and who knows what.
Okay. My cousin Steve wants to know how Matt can be so awake and active and be 2 hours behind him.
Well, I'm asleep. I don't get a lot of sleep. I stay up very, very late. I usually get up early. This morning I slept in till about 7:30, about an hour ago.
Annie says she has a young quail. It's back under the wings. The whole back is bare. I think they are 3, almost 4 weeks old. No heat anymore because it's hot enough outside already. Well, let's get back to that question. A young quail, about 3 or 4 weeks old, that the back is bare. It could have lost it when it was hot, or it could. Yeah, because if it's just under the back under the wings. If it's just under the wings, that could be normal. It could be overcrowdingness. Yeah, like Steve says, it could. Is there overcrowding? Quail per how many quail per feet do you have in there? Because after 3 weeks old, you only want to go 3 per square foot.
Yeah, stay.
Yeah, see, that's normal.
Yeah. It scared me at first, but they'll do that to each other.
Where sometimes under the wings they can be bald, and that can be normal. But Matt's showing he's growing, is getting his feathers back. So
Yeah. I think with combining them all into one cage and stuff kind of stressed them out. Some of them did that, but they're growing back. My chickens kind of did the same thing.
sometimes it's just the bird. Maybe that's the only area they're molting at.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've had some that underneath the wing they didn't hardly have any feathers at all.
Yeah. Some of them
when
are
I
fully
when I
feathered.
want to butcher them.
One of the one of these
Go ahead.
guys wants. They're too much fun.
They're
I'm
minding
I'm
their manners.
hopefully gonna be culling today. I need to do it, and I want to do it before my trip here. What I love these Winola cages, but they don't hold as much food for sure as the one I had bought, and so I have the watering system, but um, they do need food every day. It doesn't hold as much.
Well, mine. How many do you have in there?
14 in this one, and it needs food about every day, day and a half.
Okay, dude's got a match for you. If it's just the back, somebody's trying to mate it.
On the back of the head.
No, back behind the wing.
Oh,
Okay, he asked you
uh,
what I asked.
yeah. So there's 14 in this cage. There was 15, and one of them didn't make it. And then there's 3 up here. That's my little brooder set from my second generation. So I am really low. I should have been incubating and keeping them going a while ago, but my plans changed and are kind of fluid with life. And so we're going to be doing a trip coming up. So I do plan on calling hopefully today. Most of them except for my breeding group, and then getting a bunch more eggs. Probably before QuailCon and then at QuailCon as well.
Erica says, hello, Verna, and everyone else. I'm at work, so I can't join in. Just wanted to say hi and leave a thumbs up. Thank you, Erica. Okay, how many per tier cage?
Oh, I actually wanted to ask you that, Verna. So I do 15 in this bigger one, but how many
That
would you suggest?
okay, that
Smaller.
one has how many divider sections in it?
So this is no dividers. That's just the community. These are the 3 sections. I
Okay, how
think
many
20.
doors in each one?
1 door on these.
Okay, what's the length on that?
So I think they were the 26-inch, I believe, or
Okay, so that's only 2 square feet.
yeah,
I'd only have a breeding set in each one.
just okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I had planned. Is I was going to be using this for my breeding tiers.
6 or 7 birds in each one.
Okay, yeah. So
How
these
many
guys all
doors
both.
is how many doors are in that one?
This one
Has
has
two
2.
doors,
Yeah,
so you only want 12 in there.
12. Okay, so this one might be a little bit overcrowded. These definitely more.
12 or 13. 14 is a little bit crowded.
Okay. So I'm going to be buying a bunch more eggs in a couple weeks here from my shire and redoing all my cages and populating, and then doing the same thing before QuailCon or at QuailCon.
That may help, Andy, if you're just moving them today. Because you said they were in that brooder, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
because this time of year, you don't want them in the brooder more than 3 or 4 weeks. I move them out at 3 weeks. I throw them in the Winola Ranch cage, and then where the egg rollout is, I put cardboard so they can't get through because they escape. Okay, mine are in the top tier. All my extra males go into the top tier. That's my calling area.
You're coal waiting.
Yeah.
Uh,
Cull.
yes, that's my kind of lame joke.
Yeah,
I used one
Andy.
of the older cages I built. This
I would
one's
move them
missing.
out of the brooder after their third week. If it's too cool at night, you could put a heat lamp on it or whatever at night. Oh, that's a little beautiful tuxedo.
Hmm.
Wait a minute, that's a white-winged feral,
Is
isn't it?
is it? I'm not actually sure. Let me show you here. Let me get this light better. Okay.
Yeah,
So this is one of my second generation.
yeah, that's a white-winged feral.
Okay. Whew. Sometimes they're hard to hang on to.
Well, there's a trick to it. Hold on to their feet, I mean their
Okay.
legs,
Uh-huh. Whew. Okay.
with the bottom three fingers,
Okay.
and use thumb and the index finger to support the breast.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but see, you're doing it. I'll have to get a bird and
I'm
show
doing it
you.
backwards. Here, little one.
Okay, grab them by the legs. No, see, you're putting their legs up against their body.
Oh,
That gives
okay.
them more way to fight.
Okay.
Okay. Now, you see where their thighs are?
Mm-hmm.
That's where you grip.
Oh, okay.
No, I'll show you in just a minute.
Okay. Yeah, you'll have to show me. You
I
can
have to
hang
go.
out with
I
me
have to
here.
go get a bird.
Okay. We'll hang out here.
You can still talk. I can hear you.
In the brooder still. What kind of brooder do you have there, Andy? You may have said. Whoa, careful.
No, Lucy. Let me turn my camera back on.
Making
Okay,
Verna do
see
things.
how I got
Oh,
it?
okay.
See how I got it by the feet?
Yeah. All right.
You hold
Whew.
there and look at this.
Ah, I gotcha. Okay.
See, you can make them show their wings. See now, if I let go, she'll try to get away. And see, when they're being difficult, you just hold them by their legs.
Yeah. Wow. Very cool. Good tip.
Okay, now I'm going to put her away. And she's no worse for wear. See now, look how calm she is.
Yes. She's happy.
See, when you hold
They're
them by the feet, Matt,
hmm
it's just like when any other animal, if you got their feet supported, they're less likely to be upset.
makes sense.
Exactly, Steve. He said, grab the legs similar to you going to carry a chicken upside down by its feet.
Oh, okay, yeah. The chickens. I have a special trick where I can get up under their thighs, but it kind of does the same thing. It pushes their legs back, and if I can get them kind of like this, then they can't move.
Well, Andy, if you didn't want to move them out, you could have just opened up the area more on
Oh,
that
do you?
brooder.
Fire. Oh, okay. Huh. That's awesome.
Verna, how did you get your lemongrass to grow from seed? I have tried a couple of times and got nothing. You're supposed to use a heat plant, but I waited until it got hot outside and then I sprinkled the seeds out there. Or a heat pad, rather, on the soil, because it tells you on the back of the lemongrass that they need heat. Because it says sow seeds indoors with supplemental heat to aid germination. Press seeds into soil surface and barely covered with soil, as seeds need light for germination.
Is some of our lemongrass.
Yeah, I wish mine looked as good as yours, but mine looks like it could be
Well,
chives that came up instead of lemongrass.
we planted a ton of them, and these are the only ones that survived.
Andy, I wouldn't worry about it. Without seeing a picture of it, without seeing the actual bird, I'm not sure exactly what could be the problem, or if there's a problem at all. I'm sorry, Matt. I missed what you said while I was reading.
Oh no, you're good. I was showing our the lemongrass. I said I'd planted a ton of them. That's all that lives. That's why I'm
Let me
excited.
see. Let me see. Alrighty. So if they need light to germinate, that means you don't actually bury it, just press it in the soil. That's right.
So
And
those,
then
the chamomile, couple others need light to germinate,
they need light and warmth. So they have to have warm soil.
which we have plenty of. Very dry, very warm soil.
Nikki, if at first you don't succeed, try again. In other words, do something a little different each time.
Yep. I like to plant in different areas too, where they get different amounts of light or moisture and kind of see what works for next year. It's a lot more complicated than just throwing seeds in the ground sometimes.
See, what my mindset is, uh, I can't say I can't do something. I have to say I have to figure out how I can do it.
Yep, I love that. Me too.
Because
Problem solving.
all my life, I grew up where I wanted to get into fields that are men dominated. And I've always been stopped. And I fight for it.
Yeah. And I don't like people to tell me I can't do something. I'll go figure 3 ways out to do it.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Verna.
And all my exes found out that if they tell me I can't do something, I have to prove them wrong.
Yeah, my wife is the same way. I don't tell her she can't do things. I've learned, and she will. Maybe I'll tell her as motivation, and then she'll.
Yep. Because the old style whirlpool washers, they have the agitator is actually the transmission. It's on the transmission, and I've had gotten a rusty washer machine who works that works wonderful, and a beautiful wash machine who didn't agitate. So I learned to pull the transmission out of the old whirlpool washers and put it in the newer machine.
Wow.
And I did that with busted ribs.
Oh, geez, Verna.
Yeah,
Wow.
because that's how determined I am.
Well, you're a survivor.
Not just a survivor, a conqueror.
You conquer, a thriver. That's awesome, Verna. You rock.
I conquer all my problems.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You got to be too many people nowadays just want to roll over and let whatever happen. And so,
Yeah, there's too many mindsets of I can't do that.
mhm.
And then they got the other mindset that the world owes me a living.
Yeah, a lot of that.
And it's just like the example of last night. That's the
That was
mindset of that one guy that I argued with for so long.
that was a good example. Well, some people you just can't. They're so stuck in that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I said they were just brats.
It was entertaining.
Oh, yeah. But that's the type of people I have to deal with on a daily basis.
Yeah, yeah. I work retail jobs and I,
You know, they go from one extreme, they love either they love the idea that I'm doing something that they never thought could be done, or they hate the idea that I'm doing something that they think shouldn't be done.
yeah. Well, I've had people tell me they won't eat carrots or things we've grown because they come from the yard and that's dirty, or eggs, and I'm like, people don't know how these things are, where they come from, do you?
And they don't know that in mass production things are more dirtier
Yeah. Yep. They
and
don't
all the
understand what
chemicals
goes
they
into
spread on it.
and feed their animals, and yeah, it's if people only knew or would want to. But it takes a lot of work to do this stuff, and I think a lot of people are unwilling to do the research or put the work in. They just want that easy coast through life.
Good morning, Canadian family life.
Good morning. Well, Verna,
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna have to hop off here. My family's getting up, and we're kind of doing our little Father's Day thing today. So
you have a blessed day
you too. Good to
and
see
happy
y'all.
Father's Day.
Thanks, Verna. Have a blessed day. We'll see you later.
Oh, okay. Bye bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
You know, Nikki, that's like I said. Did you have a grow mat underneath the plants? He says a bit late, but I love how Matt interacts with his boys. Yeah, and he encourages each one of his sons to do what is important to them. Like the oldest son is into weightlifting and stuff. Then Farmer Casey is into herbs and teas. Ah. So I would germinate, I would let it germinate in the in little small things with heat on it. That's why yours didn't do it. I started mine in the hottest part when we had that real bad heat wave. Then again, that could be chives instead of lemongrass. I know I did plant both in that container. Just a second, you all. Lucy's being a PETA. Oh boy, I've never seen a dog be such a PETA like she is today. I had to make her go outside. I would, but what they're saying is the soil needs heated. So you need to put your grow pad underneath it, Nikki. You take a grow pad, put your tray on it, and then your grow lights. You drop those links, cuz then you don't have a grow pad. Do you have a heating plate for your quail? What you can do is turn that upside down and use that as your heating plate, as the grow plate. I don't know what a cozy coop is. Yesterday, I was a bad girl. I went to Aldi's. I got dates. I got strawberries. I got kiwi and bananas and Fig Newtons. And that's what I ate yesterday. See, what I take is I take my, if I'm not using it, one of my, trying to think of the name of it. Yeah, heat plate. I take the legs off of it and turn it upside down. And that's what I put my seedlings on that need heated soil. Hmm. That would be perfect right there. Andy, you got the right one. But right now you only buy the used ones by the looks. You put it in the coop and it radiates heat from the chickens that close to it. Um, yeah, I think you need something for it to be underneath. There is a heat mat at a good price. You could even get one of those reptile heating pads and use that. Good morning, winter lighting, and welcome to Coffee and Quail with Verna. That link, Andy, did you get the mat in 5 trays? There's a heat mat only, but it only $2 less. Dawn says, good morning. I've been listening while doing rounds, but I have coffee now. Yep, that's how you usually do it, Dawn. And that's my link to Quail University. Thank you, cuz. And everybody's saying good morning to Dawn. And he says, I have both. I didn't buy together. I paid that just for the mat. Anytime you can find a deal, it's a good, even if it's used, as long as it works still. Oh, and I need to get some more coffee while I'm at it. That's what I like about this headset. I can walk around the whole apartment and still you guys can hear me talking. Got to get a little milk for the coffee. Now, I already know the Kui loves strawberries, kiwi, bananas, oranges. Some of my quail like the strawberries. Some of them are afraid of it. They don't like bananas. See, found one similar, $2 less, and there's the link for it. And it says the trays are also coming out with LED lights. My only thing with them is the light is in the middle. Outer plants will be a bit stretchy. We'll see, for a grow light, I use an LED light bulb that is supposed to be equivalent to sunlight. See, it says, can you rotate the trays? No, I said, Steve, what do you mean, rotate? I moved them around, yes. The ones that are stretching, if you have a gentle breeze from a small fan going across them, Andy, they will thicken up as they reach for the light. Let me see if I can get something active on here. Okay, now let's see. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna take this. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Trying to flip my camera around. Well, I'm not doing that. That's not working. Well, I don't know how to get this. I want to take that off because I do not know how to get it to do right. That didn't show very well. Dawn put 18 eggs into lockdown. Yeah, the camera's frozen because everything's messed up. Now I got an echo I can't get rid of. Oh, you finally want potty? Okay. Can you guys hear me? I have to close the little door because Lucy finally came back in. C said he missed a perfect picture opportunity yesterday. Had a quail come out of the shell, but still in the membrane, kind of dried out from the heat. So I had to pop it open for it to get out. Good luck and happy hatching, Dawn. Yeah, mine was growing pretty good too. Lemon balm can grow in just about anything. Thank you, Nikki. I know I have to remember not to yell when I got the mic on. Because I heard I bust you guys' eardrums out sometimes. Dawn, how did you kill all your lemon balm? Because lemon balm usually, if it's planted in the yard, it'll come back each year. Welcome back, cuz. Yeah, I know it's wild sometimes with the headset on because I forget I have it on. And I think I'm talking through my computer, so I project my voice. Nikki has 275 quail eggs in the incubator. You rock, girl. Good luck and happy hatching. Dog says I had lemon balm that overwintered and dried as soon as it came up again. Maybe didn't like getting refrozen. You know what you can always do, Dawn, is in the wintertime, you can take one of those clear gallon jugs, cut the bottom out, and put it over the plant. It makes it like a greenhouse. C says, goodness, Nikki, that's a lot. What incubator you got? Dawn says, yeah, I could have, yes, but now I don't grow outside anymore. Oh, that's right, Dawn. I forget about that. Dawn, don't feel bad. My mom bought me some 3 years ago, and I killed it over the winter. Nikki's uses 3 separate incubators, all tabletop, Nikki. Dawn says, Nikki, I don't feel bad. It was about 8 years old. 8 years ago, LOL. What incubators are you using, Nikki? She suggests her tabletops. Dawn says she has 18 in lockdown and won't even need more than one covey. And there's Barbecue Rockstar. You guys, this channel should follow if you want some cooking done. Because I gave him a challenge to barbecue some quail and told him about smoking quail eggs. Nikki says she has a Little Giant, a Farm Innovators, and I borrowed GQF. I had to take my Huba Beta apart and figure out the problems with it. Because I've got a Farm Innovators, I've got a Little Giant, and I got a Huba Vader Forced Air, and I've got two or three others that are foreign. Steve says he has to put a new heater in his Little Giant. Did you get the heater from Little Giant? Because if you call them, they should send you a new one for free. At least that's how Chris does it. See, they keep saying the same thing. Steve, did you call the company? Rockstar, you can come up and live stream off of me. I'll be on for another hour usually. Nah, I just ordered online. I'm lazy. They sent me all new components for mine because the heat kept spiking really high. You guys, I'm going to be quiet for a little bit because I don't think you need to hear me blow my nose. Steve says I should tell you I had the heater for 3 months and haven't put it in. Good morning, Ed. And I know what those sinus headaches are like. What shirt, Steve? Ed, are you selling shirts too? Looks like everybody quiet down again. Here's the link for QuailCon again. No, I had to get a unique, different shirt for QuailCon so I can be special too. Oh, I want to see which one that is. In addition to my QuailCon t-shirts. That's cool. And for those that don't know, here's the link to all my cookbooks. And here's the link to Quail University. Nikki says, good morning, Ed. Hey, Steve, why don't you come up here for a little bit? What's NFC cards? And what is the... I'm going to put an advertisement in here for instead of doing it just at the end. So I can add, so I can do my call that you can't ignore. Oh, okay. Turn my camera back on now. Let's see. I'm waiting to hear back from the woman who wanted us to pick up all her chickens. Originally, her uncle said they're around 7. Then she said, no, there's 13. Near field communications. I can load your info about your business onto it, and people can just tap their phone on it and give whatever info you want to share. That is cool. You can link it to your website or your YouTube. Question Ed. Once it's configured, it's not changeable, correct? Or can you change it to a different location on the fly? Ed, you need to come up here. Click the pin link. So you can talk about it. And they can ask you questions and you can answer. And I know you got a headache, and I'm trying to keep my voice down for you. Welcome back, Ed. They moved all the quails outside, all the males outside. Are those the ones you're going to be processing? Yes, okay. Good morning, Ed.
Good morning. Well, morning. I don't know about good part.
Well,
My Mary.
now
Come on.
I'll let you answer the questions
All right. Near
from Steve.
communication, NFC, is you use it a lot in like grocery stores or gas stations when you want to pay. That's all NFC. The newer phones, iPhones, there we go, and other Android phones. All you have to do is just make sure the screen's on, and then tap on card so it can read it. Excuse me. Or if you have some older iPhone from 7 to 10, you'll have to go in on your phone and activate the NFC where you can read NFC tags. But basically, uh, you can write, you can go into Google Docs or anything like that, put all the information you want about your business, your YouTubes, your whatever you want, including photos and such. Give me the link. I will write it to the card, and then you can just keep the card in your wallet. And if anybody wants to say, "Hey, what's your business?" Blah blah blah. You whip out the card, let them scan it, and it instead of handing them a piece of paper, trying to tell them, everything will be right there on their phone, and they can go to your websites, any of your social medias, um, make a description of what you want to tell them. In QuailCon Facebook page, I explained it, and also left a Kelly Connects her Google Doc, how she made it, so you can see what you can do. Well, some of what you can do with it. The sorry, I'm keeping my eyes closed. Um,
That's fine.
what was I going to say? All I need is the link. So if you go to QuailCon, have it all set up with all your information, and when you get there, you give me the link. I can immediately transfer that link onto the card, and it's ready to go. You can delete it and put a new address on it up to 100,000 times. It says it's good for 10 years. It can works in what was it? Minus 22 Celsius to 55 Celsius, which is like, I know 55 Celsius is like 131 degrees. So yeah, you shouldn't have any problems with them. They are rewritable. You can do it yourself if you have a card and or the right phone app. But it's just a way of being able to give somebody all your information instantly that you want them to have. I will be using it on my table for like information about how I do my quail egg earrings. I've already made a big list of all the stuff that I use. I'm gonna add video links that I'll be making, and you can only get the links at QuailCon because they're not going to be public. They're only going to be people at QuailCon, and that'll be on one. It'll say information, NFC tag, tap here, and on the other side of the table will be for what I do with the what do you call it?
QR codes?
My electroforming that I add copper to, the feed.
Electroplating machine.
Yeah, and I will give information how to do that. And then I also have one that I made a pay link, which is my PayPal address. If somebody wants to pay me, they can just you tap on that. It gives them my, information, and then they can just send me money. So I mean, it's very versatile. There's lots and lots of things you can do. Go on YouTube, type in how to use NFC tags, and there's just so many things you can do with them. Yeah, so basically it could be a digital business card. You can also have little stickers that are NFC tags, and you can, like, if you want to get in your car and you want your iPhone or whatever to start playing music to automatically sync up to your car, then you have a little tag. You tap on it, it does it every for you instead of you having to hook it all up. But there's just a lot of stuff you can do.
Oh, wow.
And plus,
See,
it can make a QR code for you and send that with you. Because some people don't know how to use NFC tags, or they have older phones that won't do NFC. But with the QR code, I think almost all of them will do QR codes. But I can get a QR code, same link. I'll send it to your email, and then you'll just have to print it out as a sticker and stick it on there too. So either they can tap the NFC tag, if the technology to do it with, or they can use the QR code.
that is really cool.
Yeah, it is. I've done, like I said, I did Kelly's. She tested it out. She says it works great, which I tested it out before I sent it to her. So I'm hoping it works well for her. That way, whenever she's out and about.
Is she using an iPhone or is she using
Yeah,
Android
she has an
phone?
iPhone. She has an iPhone XR, I believe that it is. So all she has to do, as long as the screen's activated, on, all she has to do is hold the phone near the card, and it will automatically read it.
Uh-huh. See,
Yeah.
that's I have Androids. I don't have iPhones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Android will do it too. It's not just iPhone.
I know I
I
have
don't know.
NFC available.
You depends on what one it is. It may not even need to be available. All you gotta do is tap it to an NFC card. Like Kelly's, all she has to do is put it on the NFC card, and it will automatically read it. Mine's an older iPhone, which is I got an 8 Plus. I have to go in and click the NFC thing to read the card because mine's older. I don't know anything about Androids whatsoever. Never owned one. Don't plan on getting one.
That's how I feel about
So,
iPhones.
iPhones are really simple. That's why I like them. But yeah, they work on it'll work on Android and Apple, and just about anything that will read an NFC card, you know, or has the technology in it to do that will be able to read these cards. Plus, like I said, I will give you a QR code. If their phone can't read NFCs, they can. I guarantee all of them can read a QR code.
Let me see. I'm trying to get my phone
It's
to
not.
see
It's
if
not.
activate my NFC.
Steve says, so it doesn't matter what phone you have. It's based on the phone of the person you want to give the information to. More or less, as long as their phone can read an NFC tag, they can read it. And I know Androids, Apples, all the other ones will mostly read them. It just depends on how old it is. The older it is, the less likelihood it'll do it.
Yeah, I'm looking here. Yeah, my NFC is on, so it'll work for me on
Correct.
mine. I think I'm gonna need you to make me one of those and bring it to QuailCon,
Not a problem, Verna. Not a problem.
and I'll pay
Uh,
you for it.
we'll talk about that later. Um, but yeah, we there's just so much you can do with them. It's most people aren't really familiar with them, other than if you go into a store or mostly gas stations have them. Um, Now they do have something called um RFC, radio frequency. I don't know how to do those. Um, these are like an easier, slightly older technology. So
Well, what's on mine is NFC.
yeah, and that's all you need. Well, let me pop off here and I'll be listening. Okay.
Alrighty, Ed.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, dear.
Not a problem.
Now, see, that's a lot of information. Thank you very much, Ed. Well, the heck with it. I'm not going to turn my camera off. Now, does anybody else have any questions? Give everything a minute. This means I need to get my website put together and active before QuailCon. I am so tech illiterate. I still have to take my Hatch at Home course yet. I've been keeping busy and forgetting about that. Because when I paid for the course, I didn't have quail yet. And then I was hatching them. Then after I go through the quail room today and find out how many roos I have to get rid of, then I'll know how many quail I need to hatch up for grow outs. Nikki, I think you and I are in the same condition. We overload our plates and then get far behind. I do have a whole bunch of cereal bars to make for QuailCon yet. And I do have some fruit that I need to put in the freeze dryer, like strawberries and bananas and kiwi. Yeah. And I've got some meals that um, I have to arrange and vacuum seal to sell at QuailCon for the campers, like chili and a few other things, chili and goulash. And we just have so many things going, and sometimes it just seems like we don't have enough hours in a day. And if you guys see, I have over 1,100 subscribers. So that means more videos going out. um, I haven't posted the one that I showed you guys today yet about the garden. And we didn't even talk about the cooey today. Yeah, 'cause and half the time I won't be sleeping. Oh, Nikki, nobody was hurt but the deer, right? In the truck. That is a blessing part. I'd say Monday morning call that insurance company and find out what's going on. And being down one vehicle is really a pain. I agree. Yeah, just the deer in your truck. Did you get to keep the deer? Six watching, that's good. I've got literally about everything we do know. Usually the deer is so destroyed you don't get much from it. Ed says he has about 200 egg scissors at $1 each, hoping they won't last too long. No, didn't keep that deer. It was pretty messed up. Well, if they put it out on the side of the road, then turkey vultures and all the other wild birds of prey will be able to get a free meal because they don't mind digging through it. I'm getting close to a dozen and a half eggs a day now. So it's about time for me to get another incubator set up. Good morning, Ricky. Well, at least you made it before the end. Steve says his daughter's a deer magnet. She has hit like 5 deers and an armadillo, and we just keep putting the car back together. Good morning, Mulaney. Would you guys like to join in the chat this morning? Up on camera? And there's Andy, and she's driving, so you can't read text.
Nope, can't text.
I said you can't read the text. That means I'll read to you if there's any questions towards you.
Alrighty. I'm going to show you the little keychain thing. Can you see it?
Oh, that's a keychain poncho.
Yeah, and then you open it. Hold on. You open it and the poncho's inside.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm not taking the poncho apart, but yeah. I looked them up on Amazon and they're on Amazon, but I didn't find like soccer balls. I found a solid colored one.
That's
So,
cool.
yeah. Gotta get ready for QuailCon, right?
Witch Doctor says, no camera, just drinking my crack juice. Nikki says she got her grow outs all separated, 20 female jumbo whites. Got 12 eggs from them yesterday. That's cool. Melanie says she loves the poncho.
I thought it's pretty neat.
And Dawn says you find a lot of great deals.
I found that one at a gas station, and it was only $2.09.
See, my thing is I put everything in my pocket, and that's a little too big to put in my pocket.
A little too big in the pocket, but it can fit in the pocket. If you could put a soda in your pocket, you could put that in your pocket.
Yeah, but see, I got one of the lower pockets for my phone, and the other lower pocket is for my cigarettes and lighter.
Right?
Because I don't carry a purse.
I don't either. Well, a little one, but it's got a keychain.
Uh-huh.
You could clip it on your belt loop.
I
But
could.
it's also small enough to keep in the car or somewhere, in a box or something that you're carrying just in case it starts to rain on you.
You know what? I could clip it on Lucy's collar.
Right? And then if she gets bored, you can play fetch with her.
No, she just takes the ball and runs with it.
Oh, yeah.
Dawn says she has a full-size rain ponchos in tiny little bags we use to keep in the boat. They were flat, thin, about the size of a pack of cigarettes.
Right? Yeah, I've got one like that I bought a month or so ago.
I agree, Mulaney. Um, Steve's daughter needs to put a big bumper on her car. Big old rubber baby bumper.
This is Saturday, right?
All day. And I got a freeze dryer to get going. I've got Quail to vent sex.
I got a few that I got to vent sex too.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of white ones. And I got some that are in with the jumbo mix that doesn't fit the criteria.
Uh, I had some mixed in with my celadons. I thought they were hens. One turned out to be a rooster. We're like, well, I don't want the roosters to breed with the celadons, so I don't know. Just gotta get rid of all of them, I guess. Start over.
I got some red-breasted hens. There's hens that don't have any speckles on the chest, so that I thought were males. They end up females. Now they're running around on the floor in the animal room because I don't have a hospital cage.
Oh no.
But that's going to change today because my older whites and all the extra males of whites are going to go in the grill out pen for harvesting.
Yeah.
Oh, Nikki says, Steve, it blew all the airbags, smashed the front and radiator, and even crinkled the driver's door. That was a hard hit.
Oh no, Nikki.
Witch Doctor asks, Andy, since you love good deals, have you heard of Temu or AliExpress?
I've heard of AliExpress. What was the other one?
Temu. I've heard of Temu, but I've never heard of AliExpress.
Really? I'll have to look up the other one too.
He said he's putting Temu and AliExpress in my child filter, so I can't go to these websites. And Mel says Temu's even better.
I think I have heard of Temu, but I haven't shopped on it.
Nikki says I've gotten great deals on Temu. It says they will not repair that vehicle when the airbags go. Just write it off.
Oh.
So where are you heading, Andy?
I'm going to the sale.
Going to what sale?
To the auction sale.
Oh, okay. Animal auction or?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Mel says hitting a deer is like having a drunk driver hit you. Oh.
It is. It's worse when you don't get to keep the deer too.
Ed says I've been using AliExpress for close to 20 years now.
Really? I haven't bought anything off of AliExpress lately.
C says Nikki getting a new vehicle for QuailCon. Are you selling or buying? C wants to know if you're selling or buying at the animal auction.
Oh, I'm selling
What are you selling?
some of the koi, cooey.
Some cooies? Okay, because you got to make room for your new ones coming in September, huh?
Well, yeah, and I got like 4 pregnant right now.
Nikki says,
Oh,
yep, but we need that payoff to get another vehicle.
my one had babies last night. None of them lived, but she had 7 of them.
None of them lived?
No.
That is sad.
Yeah, I was amazed when I seen 7 new ones in the cage. So I was like, wow.
Ricky said his oldest just recently wrecked one of our trucks, but hit a wall. It was a total loss.
Wow. All right, well, I'm going to get off of here.
Alrighty, you have a blessed day and success.
All righty, thank you. Oh, which way are you going? All right.
So, that was interesting. Hey, Ricky, are you waking up to get in front of a camera? Nikki says we found a vehicle, but at this point, I don't know if it will still be there when insurance gets their crap together. Did he get hurt, Mel? Yeah, Ricky, I've had my coffee. I need some more. And Nikki's asking the same thing, but he was okay. Yep, Don was okay. He's indestructible. Dawn says, I have to get going, so everyone have a great day. You have a blessed day as well, Dawn. Nikki says, thank goodness. And C says, here you should go. Here you go. He's giving coffee. If nobody wants to come up, then I think I'm going to call this the end for today. At least for now, so I can get some things done. Ricky says thanks. Well, I don't have to worry about taking Lucy potty. She just came in a little bit ago. Now remember to subscribe, share, and like this video.